Hello, family. So, for our 4-year wedding anniversary, we did a staycation in our own city of Chicago. We have the best downtown, and this is not up for debate. We stayed at a 4-star hotel. We stayed at Godfrey Hotel Chicago. And one thing that I loved about it is that the pictures match what we experienced in person. The only thing I did not like about it was the fact that they did not have a microwave. And when you're in the heart of downtown, going to the restaurants, you want to be able to warm up your food later on that night. And we was not able to do that. So we ate our food cold. But I did love the level of security they have there, because just to use the elevator to get to your room, you did have to have a room key. So that gave you a certain feel of safety. You don't have to worry about strangers that's not at the hotel, being in the hotel, roaming around, or whatever the case may be. Now, they have a rooftop, which I love. It's on the 4th floor. This is the only rooftop that's all year round. As you can see, it was a little bit raining that day, but we was able to still go on the rooftop because they had a certain amount of shelter, but we was able to still see the views. I had the omelet and my husband had the steak and eggs. Now, as we headed out for dinner, we went to the signature room on the 95th floor. You all, I'm so excited that we went there because they literally just abruptly shut down, closed down, and closed their doors. And I've always wanted to go here, so I'm glad I had the opportunity to experience it. So just to tell you all, even though I'm covering it, they're no longer open. But it was so beautiful. The views were so beautiful. Y'all, we looked good. Do y'all see him? Okay, that's Big Daddy. But we looked good and we enjoyed ourselves. The food that we had ordered, I had the seafood pasta, and then my husband had ordered the lamb chops. And the food was good. As it closed down, I heard a lot of people were saying the views was fantastic, but the food was mediocre. But for what we experienced, the food that we had, it was good. On day 2, we went ahead and went to the movies. We went to the AMC theaters. The thing that I loved about the hotel, that everything was nearby walking distance. So I love that everything was so close by. Food, restaurant, entertainment, everything was in walking distance. So we went to the movies to see Equalizer 3. We chose the AMC theaters here because we thought it was dine-in, but this one wasn't dine-in. So I was so disappointed because I definitely was ready to eat a really good meal and have drinks with it and wine with the movie, but this was not a dine-in theater. So I was unfortunate for that. But the thing that I loved about this theater that I never experienced before, they had heated seats. And you guys know the theater is always cold. And I know I'm always trying to ask my husband for a jacket or making sure I'm bringing my own. But they had heated seats and I loved it. It felt so good. And on top of that, the Equalizer 3 movie was fantastic. Give it high ratings. Right next to it, they have a bowling alley called Lucky Bowl. Lucky Bowl usually be popping real good on weekends. It's like a bowling. They also have pool tables and dart. They have a bar. They serve food, and it's almost like a bar, and it's very social during the weekends and at night. We went in the morning and on a weekday, so a lot of people was not in there. They were doing construction and it was pretty empty. For lunch, we had ramen sen. Y'all see, look at him dancing. Y'all know it was good. Did y'all see him nodding? You know when your food good, you gotta get yourself a nod and start dancing. This was the first noodle place that I had that had fried chicken for a meat option. So I definitely had to try it out. I was skeptical, but the fried chicken was so good. The only thing is that it was on the spicy side, so you got to be careful. But if you ask them, they can definitely mild it down. So the next day we went to the escape game. This was in Chicago. This was the escape room. I don't know what I thought I was doing. But you guys, we chose the hardest one. So this was our game master who was explaining the game to us and the rules. The thing I love about escape rooms, it's like I love having something that gives you a challenge and puzzle. You guys, we had the hardest room and we got through it. We did it. We completed the hardest room, and all of them were saying, well, it's like 20% success rate, but we did it, and we did it. The people that we did it with, it was a father and son, and I believe he just turned 11, and he was very helpful. Everybody contributed, and it was so fun. We enjoyed our 4-year wedding anniversary downtown Chicago. We had a blast, you guys. So check it out. The things that we did, don't be afraid to go ahead and check it out for yourselves.